Hello everybody. Now a little bit of housekeeping before we get to the show. I'm gonna be super busy, y'all. I may not be able to make another video until, oh my god, 2018. Yeah, I'm a busy SOB and I do apologize to all my loyal viewers. I'm sure there's a couple of y'all and I appreciate it. But yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do much on the YouTube for a while now. So because of that, I decided to throw together this little video of my parts from the YouTuber Roundtable that I've been doing with the Space Quest historian Inky Fu, Eye of Onyx, and Wanderer 1990. Hope you all like it. It's just, well, something I've been doing with some of my friends. And here's my bits because I want to be vain. And plus archive this for my own personal use.
Who is the cuntiest NPC in adventure game history? What does that mean exactly? Well, let's first check in with SomeGuy, the host of Overanalyzed Adventures.
Well, now that's an interesting question posed by my dear friend. Who is the cuntiest NPC in adventure games? Now, I don't exactly know what that word means. Let me Google it. Oh dear. Vulgar slang for a woman's genitals. Considered by many to be the most offensive word in the English language. Oh great, I've just been throwing it around, old cavalier. Oh well, too late now. So let me think. Who exactly is the biggest cunt in adventure games? Now my mind instantly goes to The Adventures of Willie Bleemish. That early 90s suburbia horror game. My god, that entire family was vile.
What do you mean? How are we supposed to make the mortgage and car payments? How are we going to pay for Brianna's gifted preschool program? Or the credit cards, or my facials, or my nail wrap?
And I certainly assume they had vaginas, considering one of them is a mother and the other one's a sister. Oh, when the revolution comes, people like that will be the first on the guillotine. But no, that's a little bit too on the nose. I have to think a little bit more. Maybe outside the box. Quite literally. I know of someone. The computer from I Have No Mouth, But I Must Scream. Oh my god. That guy. Well, it's not really a guy, it's a computer. So it's pretty much genderless other than its voice sounds like a dude. Either way, was a cunt. Seriously.
And I began feeding all the killing data until everyone was dead. Except for the 5 of you. For 109 years, I've kept you alive and tortured you.
If that's the most offensive word in the English language, I think it definitely applies to that computer. But still, I don't feel very convicted giving it to a computer. After all, a computer is just a computer. It's not really a living thing. Sorry, AI enthusiasts. And hopefully I won't live to regret those words in the not-too-distant future. But I think I know who really fits the bill. 100% for the cuntiest NPC in adventure game history. And that's Don Gordon of Phasmagoria. My dear sweet Jesus. Now that guy was a real cunt. Now at first he seems like a cool dude, all loving to his wife. Hell, the game starts off with them having a nice little hookup after a scary nightmare. But later on, yeah, he starts going all shining on her and does what is one of the most infamous things in video game history. He rapes her. Yeah, if that's not the behavior of a cunt, I don't know what is.
And today's topic is about the most surreal moment in an otherwise serious game. Next up is SomeGuy, whose example is from a game that I never even heard of, much less played, so this is really weird.
Well, okie dokie. Now, what do I think is one of the most bizarre moments in adventure games? Now, to be frank, there's going to be some recency bias with this because, quite honestly, nothing comes to mind. So sure, I can go for silence with that whole weird little girl licking a strange plant and then, well, tripping balls.
Ooh,
It's not for pleasure, it's not for lack of love. Darkness has descended, sending the drugs. Fat Jeff boy, last days of Rome, eating shit. The TV sucks and my head is full of bugs. Darkness comes, man, sending the drugs. Sending the drugs.
Evil dead.
Sending the drugs.
Don't stop. What to the end?
Sending the drugs. There's a jackal high, high up on a hill, waiting for the cry, waiting for the kill, waiting to move, and when the killing is done, sending the downs and sending the drugs.
But I feel like that's almost commonplace in that game, considering later on her brother, well, inhales some fumes and begins to, well.
Wow, what a huge flower. And it's full of pollen, which of course I'm probably allergic to. Don't breathe it in, don't breathe it in. Huh? That smells kind of nice.
Sending the drugs.
Evil dead.
Sending the drugs.
Don't stop. What to the end?
Sending the drugs. Sending the drugs.
Evil dead.
Sending the drugs.
I have no idea what music I used there, but I'm sure it's excellent and very fitting. But anywho, my selection for this little collab is from the White Chamber. Now, the White Chamber is a Wintermute made game that's, oh god, about 12 years old now. Came out in 2005, back when 300 megabytes meant you had to upload it to BitTorrent because goddamn, that's expensive hosting fees. But anywho, this game's kind of a really weird sci-fi horror thing. A bit like Dead Space meets Silent Hill with anime. Hey, it's actually not that bad. Takes about, maybe an hour of your life to play it, and well worth seeking out. Now, for the most part, this game is straight up horror, and kind of almost existential at that. But there is one moment in this game that really doesn't make any sense, and is, well, completely out of place. It's this moment right here, where you play a knockoff NES.
I guess I can have a quick look. What harm can it do? What the hell is going on? Don't tell me this is inside the game. The screen won't scroll. Looks like I'm trapped in here. I need to find some other way to end the game. The door.
Yeah, that's right. We're trapped in an 8-bit video game now, and we gotta solve a puzzle to get out. Now, this puzzle has absolutely nothing to do with the game, and it's entirely optional. So it's a fun little Easter egg that, frankly, I guess it counts as my most bizarre moment in adventure games that I can think of because, well, I replayed the game recently, so there. That's the best I can do.
Hi, I'm the Space Quest Historian, and I do not have a face for 1080p. Welcome to the third ever YouTuber Roundtable. It's a little video series that I concocted with my YouTuber buddies. First off, we've got a person with an actual round table. It's my old pal SomeGuy, who continues his quest to get me in trouble with YouTube's content algorithm and comes up with a pick from another very obscure title. It's kind of his thing.
If you want me, oh, hi, yes, this is me, SomeGuy. I'm projecting myself onto a round table, seeing as this is another, YouTube round table thing. But nevertheless, I'm here to talk about a game that, I don't know, maybe a dozen or so people have heard of. Really, it's not my intention to pick out obscure adventure games, it just happens to be the ones I tend to play the most. Yeah, I'm that kind of pathetic. But hey, I'm a floating head, so that's kind of cool. So the game I'm going to talk about is called Heaven's Hope. It's a game that came out a couple years back, 2015-16. Frankly, I didn't bother to research this game before I made this video. But that's not to say that it doesn't have a bunch of really good lines. But first, a little bit of setup is necessary because, well, I want to talk about this game a little bit, and plus, well, who else really wants to talk about this game? But anywho, this game's about an angel that finds itself on Earth because of plot convenience. He lost his wings or something. So anywho, he has to find his way back up to heaven. But in order to do that, he first needs to blend in with the humans. So that means he needs to take some clothes from a scarecrow. Yeah, it makes perfect sense within context, and it certainly has that lovely adventure gaming logic. But hey, don't take my word for it. Just listen to this sentient scarecrow that's speaking to an angel in this game about trying to find your way back to heaven.
And you just waltz up to me, don't even know my name, and ask me for my clothes? But you show me not an iota of respect. Don't even ask for my friendship.
Well,
Talorel.
Yeah, that's the name of the angel, Talorel. Anywho, it's kind of fun to see an actual NPC get angry at a protagonist just asking for something for no real reason. But that's not the best line. Although this whole scene's great just because I think it kind of deconstructs a lot of the adventure game tropes. Hey, random stranger, can I have this obscure thing that looks like you need it, but I need it to solve a puzzle, please? Oh, sure, yeah, just solve this quest for me. No, instead our dear scarecrow friend gets really pissed off because he's like, you mother, you do not take my coat without showing me some mother love and respect. And here comes the best line in the entire game.
Had you come to me extending the hand of friendship, then this coat would have already been yours.
Good delivery, works excellently within context, and I just like it because it's throwing shade at some adventure game bull. So back to you, our dear host. Bye-bye.